Yeah, thank you, Kuma, for the opportunity to hold a story tonight. I will tell a story about focus, about discipline, and about straightforwardness. And it starts like this. A man is born, or was born, in August 1953 in a small town in Hessia near Bavaria called Jossa. It has 500 inhabitants in there, a very, very small town. He was born to a woman who was living there her whole life, and to a man who came from Eastern Germany and was taken from the grandfather of the man to this small town after World War II. And the man was a smith, his father was a smith, the man who was taken, and the son of this man, I will tell you about his life now. He was born there, and he had an older brother who was 3 years older and was raised on a farm. So his father was a smith, he was raised on a farm, he had to work a lot, help a lot in the house because his mother was sick. His father has to do the smith work, so from his childhood he got to know what is hard work and how to help in the family, how to help others. And yeah, so he grew up, and when he was approximately 12-13 years old, he started to play soccer. So he had a very good relationship to his parents, and this was the first conflict he had in his life with his parents because they don't wanted him to play soccer. They always said, don't play, it's a loss of time, you have to work hard, don't play, don't do sports. And when this conflict came up, oftentimes, he started to realize, okay, if I want to become more wealthy, more rich, having a better life, I have to leave this small town. So when he was 16, he started his first job. It was as a craftsman. He repaired like wires in the earth for telephones, so we helped private people that their phones are working, and later firms. He was at the German Bundespost, and at this job the first big moment in his life happened because he got to know his mentor, his first mentor, who told him, if you want to become on a higher position in this firm, you have to do your Abitur, it's called in German, it's the best part of school, and you have to do your studies. Without this, you won't become on a higher position on this firm, and I will pay for you if you do it. So the man slept one night, and then he said, okay, I will do it. I will spend the next 3 years in learning to become on a higher position. So he does this Abitur, he went to the Bundeswehr for 1 year, and then he went to the studies as an engineer. And when he was 21, he had finished all this stuff, and then he started full-time working at this firm, which now was called German Telekom. So he was working there, and at the same time he got to know his first girlfriend, and they engaged instantly, and they married when he was 23, and they moved to Frankfurt am Main. So now this was a big step for him. He was leaving the small town completely and was living in Frankfurt, working there, working every single day with discipline, with dedication. He loved his job, he was very happy for the opportunity to work there. For him it was a big honor to work for this company, to work for this man. And at the same time he joined a movement in Frankfurt called the Grünschnäbel, and it was a movement against the industry. They had the belief that the industry is destroying the planet. So it was a very ecological movement, and he was one of the leaders of this movement. Perhaps you know Joschka Fischer, he's a very famous politician in Germany. He was also in this movement, it was the same time. And so the man, he was there half a year, this movement, the company had to make a decision. Do I go with this movement, have a high position there, or do I go with the company? Because it wasn't possible to be 100% committed in one thing, become successful doing both. Doesn't work out for him. So he was thinking a lot, and then he decided to go for the company. He quit this movement for ecological stuff and was working full-time now, hard, full focus on the company. And when he was 27, he got his first rising up, his first Beförderung, promotion. And now he has the responsibility for 20 people. They were working for big companies like Deutsche Bank, Deutsche Bahn, and were saving their telephones. So that the telephones were working in these companies he was responsible for. And this was his first way up. And after that he was working again hard, with much discipline, with much focus, straightforward. And when he was 30, his father died. So this was his first hard crash in his life. And from that point he also started to care a lot about his mother, because she was still sick. And so his life was from that 5 days working, 2 days caring for the mother in the hometown. So 5 days in Frankfurt, then driving 100 kilometers to the town, chilling on the weekend there, and drove back. And he did this for years. His son was born in 1990, and he got a second promotion about 7 years later, and then he was responsible for international business. So he was doing deals with companies all over the world, from China, from USA, from Great Britain. And so now you can imagine the small boy coming from a town with 500 inhabitants, all were very poor, nobody had money there, was now responsible for deals with over $100 million every single week or month or something. He was traveling through the world, and now his life was nearly at the top. He was doing these big deals, he has his son, he has his beautiful wife, and all he was doing going on. He was still working at the firm. He was very thankful for this opportunity to stay there, for everything they had done for him. And 10 years later, perhaps he got his last promotion to become responsible for over 1,000 persons in this company as the head of North German service. So he was responsible now for the people he was in the beginning. He has 1,000 under himself doing this job. And yeah, he was working and working and working. And when he was 58, he retired. So you can imagine he had a life full of hard work, discipline, dedication, perhaps a lot of fun at work. And he's retired now, chilling at home, relaxing in a small town near Frankfurt. And there was one thing that happened, I will tell you, and I will finish the story with this event. One day, the man was at home, his son called him and said to him, "Hey Dad, I want to talk to you, can you come to my town?" Because the son has already left the town. And so the dad said, "Okay, I will come to you." And he came to the town where the son was living, and they had a talk, and the son was talking to, "I'm mad at you for this, and I'm mad at you how you raised me in this, and that you wasn't there for me." And the dad said, "Okay, yeah," he said, "thank you for the feedback." And they had a deeper talk at this evening, and they also had a very deep talk at the next morning. And then the man was leaving his son, and he grabbed him at his face and said, "Son, yesterday was yesterday, today is today, and you have to enjoy your life. You have to fully enjoy your life, nothing more matters." And then the man was leaving, and yeah, that's my lesson to you. You can reach everything in life. You can come from a very poor family, you can become very rich, you can work hard, you can focus, nearly everything is possible, but you can't forget to enjoy every second of your life. Thank you very much.
Dads, thank you. That was a great speech about a dad. Let's give him another round of applause. Dads are so very important. Moms are too. Dads also, you know?